Paracetamol is one of the most trusted medicines in the world. It sits in kitchen drawers, hospital wards, emergency kits. It is often the first thing people reach for when pain appears. And yet, many people have had the same strange experience. They take it, they wait, and nothing happens. No relief, no change, as if the medicine never arrived. This raises a quiet but important question. If paracetamol is proven to work, why does it sometimes feel like it does nothing at all? The answer is not about dosage, or brands, or mistakes. It is about how pain works, where paracetamol acts, and why pain is not a single thing to be blocked. Most people assume painkillers work by calming injured tissue. But paracetamol is different. Unlike anti-inflammatory drugs, it does very little at the site of injury. It does not meaningfully reduce swelling. It does not strongly block inflammatory chemicals in damaged tissue. Instead, paracetamol works inside the brain. This is not intuition, this is what decades of pharmacological research have shown. Paracetamol primarily alters central pain processing, the way the brain interprets pain signals, not how those signals are generated. That distinction changes everything, because pain is not just a signal traveling upward. Pain is a decision made by the brain. Pain begins as electrical and chemical signals from the body. But those signals are not pain yet. They are raw data. Before pain is experienced, the brain asks several questions. Is this signal dangerous? Is it new or familiar? Does it require action? How intense should this feel? Only after that internal evaluation does pain appear in awareness. Neuroscience research has shown that this process is highly context-dependent. Mood, attention, stress, expectation, past experience, all of them shape how pain is perceived. Paracetamol works by nudging this evaluation process. It dampens certain brain pathways involved in amplifying pain perception, particularly those linked to prostaglandin signaling in the central nervous system and serotonergic modulation of pain circuits. In simple terms, paracetamol does not silence the signal, it lowers the brain's volume knob. For many everyday pains, headaches, mild injuries, fever-related discomfort, this central dampening is enough. The signal reaches the brain. The brain judges it as less urgent. Pain becomes quieter. This is why paracetamol is often effective without making people drowsy, numb, or disconnected. It doesn't shut the system down. It subtly rebalances it. From a systems perspective, this is elegant. Instead of forcing pain to stop, paracetamol changes how much pain the brain decides to feel. But that elegance comes with a limit. Paracetamol fails when pain does not depend on central amplification. Some pain is driven by intense peripheral inflammation, some by nerve damage, some by ongoing tissue injury that constantly reinforces the signal. In these cases, the brain's volume knob is not the main problem. The signal is simply too strong, too persistent, or too biologically reinforced. No amount of central dampening can override that. This is not a flaw in paracetamol. It is a boundary condition. Paracetamol was never designed to silence all pain. It was designed to moderate perception, not dominate physiology. Another reason paracetamol can feel unpredictable is that the brain's evaluation of pain is dynamic. Stress increases pain sensitivity. Anxiety amplifies signals. Fatigue reduces inhibitory control. If the nervous system is already heightened, the same dose of paracetamol may have far less effect. From the brain's perspective, the environment matters. Pain perception is not a fixed pathway, it is a shifting landscape. Paracetamol works best when that landscape is calm enough to be influenced. When paracetamol feels like it does nothing, it is tempting to assume failure. But from a systems view, what you are seeing is selectivity, not randomness. The drug is acting exactly where it is designed to act. The problem is that not all pain passes through that gate. This is why clinical studies consistently show variability in response. Not because the drug is unreliable, but because pain itself is not a single target. Paracetamol reveals a deeper truth about medicine. Medicines are not universal solutions. They are interventions into specific mechanisms. When the mechanism matches the problem, the effect feels almost magical. When it doesn't, nothing happens. This is not a failure of science. It is a consequence of biological complexity. Paracetamol works, just not everywhere, not always, and not for every kind of pain. And that is exactly what the research predicts. So the next time paracetamol brings relief, it is not because pain disappeared. It is because the brain decided to care less. And when it doesn't work at all, it is not because the medicine failed. It is because pain was being generated in a place this particular drug was never meant to reach. Paracetamol teaches us something important. Pain is not a switch. Medicine is not force. And relief is often about how the body interprets reality, not how strongly we try to change it. That is why this simple tablet can feel powerful one day and invisible the next.